guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about ancestors and healing and ancestral healing and why it's so important. I wanted to kind of share a little bit of my background and my story with y'all to help you understand what can happen when you're not doing the work, because I was very much guilty of that for a certain amount of time in my past and my earlier stages of my journey. And I've moved past it now. I know better now. I learn better. I do better. But basically what happened was like I said, I was not doing the work. I needed healing and I wasn't acknowledging it, much less asking for it from the divine. Because we truly, truly can, when we ask for healing from spirit and from God, we truly can create miracles in our progress. We really, really can co-create with the divine and release things and break chains and break patterns at miraculous speed. Like, I've seen it. I've done it for myself. I've done it for you guys. With results that actually last and stick. And I was not doing that at one point. I had been through a lot of shit. I have been through a lot of shit in my life. Different things, and I had certain wounds that were more pronounced than others that I knew I had, but I wasn't focusing on my healing. I was kind of putting a band-aid on it and just brushing it under the rug. And what happened was I noticed that my spirit guides and my ancestors were distancing themselves. And at first I thought, because it's not, like, my life was not going bad, okay? So I thought, okay, it doesn't seem like it's Brujeria, but I know that some people will try to pull your spirits away from you. People are sick, y'all know, we talk about sick people all the time over here. I was like, yeah, but I take care of them, and the witchcraft, if there is any, it's not strong enough to pull them away like how I'm feeling. And it clicked one day. They were gracious enough to let me know, hey, you're not doing the healing work that we need you to do. You're putting other things before that, priority-wise. And so that's a big part of why we're here to help you. And if you're not going to participate, we're just going to kind of we'll still be here for you and protect you and watch over you, but we're not going to be rocking and rolling with you 100% like we usually do. So they were pretty transparent about it, and I started doing the work. I got divination done. I got some courses, some inner work, self-development type courses for healing, and especially money wounds, because a lot of our ancestors, especially if you come from a background like I do, there is trauma surrounding finances because of poverty, war, famine, lack of resources, oppression, especially being a woman. Like, women having as much access to money as we do, it's actually a pretty new thing, like within the last 100 years, give or take. I think it wasn't until the 1970s that women were allowed to have a credit card or take out a loan without a male supervising her, or co-signing, I guess you could say. So women having access to money is pretty new, and the feminine as a collective does have wounds when it comes to resources because we've been deprived. We've been abused, we've been taken for granted, we've been withheld from things, and I really, really decided to cowboy the fuck up and put in the work. And when I decided to do that, and I really put in the effort, blessings started flowing again, and I could feel my guides again. And it's like I didn't realize how distant they were until they were close to me again, type thing. And I could just feel my body again. Like I was trying to kind of bury my head in the sand, and that caused me to be very much in my head and disconnected from my body. And I really started doing ancestral healing work, my prayers, my meditations, my cleansing, my somatic healing. Chakra healing was a big part of it too, especially the solar plexus and throat chakra, kind of the chakras that are associated with like self-empowerment, determination, our truth, our sovereignty, things like that. And I really started to lean into my ancestors and allow them to heal me, because as I heal myself, I'm also healing them. And it's like that old saying, like, we're doing this work for 7 generations backwards and 7 generations forward. Truly. When you heal, your DNA changes. So, it really does help heal your lineage, and it's very important for your own elevation as well. Like, if you are meant to be venerating your ancestors, you can only progress so far without them, type thing. That's just the truth, because it's part of your destiny, right? It's not for everyone. Obviously, if that was the case, everyone would be doing ancestral veneration, but for those of us that are kind of the cycle breakers and the black sheep, we really have to be vulnerable with our guides and our ancestors and ask them for that healing, and acknowledge when we're hurting, acknowledge when we feel fragmented, and ask for their help to help kind of reclaim parts of our soul, because you might still be healing from things from lifetimes ago. Again, especially if you're a woman, because think about the shit that we have been through. Like, it gets deep. And as you elevate your ancestors and your spirit guides through prayer, through ceremony, and things like that, the more they can help you in this as well. So it really is symbiotic. It really is something that can make a huge difference in your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. I've always told you guys from day one, like, if you're having a problem, go sit at your Bovada, if you have one, at your altar. If you don't have one or can't have one, line up a candle and get a glass of water and give that to your people. And just talk to them. My spirits have seen me crash out. I will lock myself in my room, in my spirit room, in my witchy room, and I will go crazy. Some people might say it's disrespectful to spirit. I'm not yelling at them. I'm not being mean to them. I'm just venting, you know? And they're here for it. It's just something that I've always done, and it's helped me a lot. And when we open ourselves up to them, they're able to see how we're feeling and what's going on and what we need and how they can assist us. So, it really does go both ways, but you have to do your part. And you might be putting other things above your healing journey, and that will cause your spirit guides and your ancestors to distance themselves, because if they're assigned to your life and to your path for one thing or two things, and you're trying to do something outside of that maybe too early, like maybe you're meant to have those desires but you have to heal first, they're kind of like sitting ducks. They're kind of like, we're just sitting here waiting for you to have the light bulb go off, you know? So ask for the healing. It's okay. Like, I didn't want to admit that I was fragmented, that I was hurt. Especially because we're talking about a time in my life where I had to be so strong that the last thing I wanted to do was admit, like, I need help from you guys. Because I saw myself as the one that's meant to help everyone else. And it's the healer's lesson over and over. We have to help ourselves first before we can help anyone else. And it's like my spirits help heal me so that I can help heal you guys, type thing. And I wanted to pass this message on to you guys because I know someone needs it. Like, you might not be able to trust the living, but to a certain extent, you can trust the dead. And when I say the dead, I'm talking about your ancestors and your spirit guides that truly have your back and are here for your best interest and that are of good character, you know. Because not all dead spirits are good spirits, girl. But if you feel like you have no one, you can go to them and they will help you and they will help heal you. Okay? I hope this reaches who it needs to. I love you.